Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Manor Lords. You join us overlooking our entire settlement so far. We've got Eichenhaus, Viau and Goldhof, and today we've got a little bit of work to do to get things back up and running and back up to speed. So the first thing we're going to do is address some issues in Eichenhaus. Now, I'm just pausing a second because what I want to do is I want to finally start looking at getting some sheep, some livestock and some other bits and pieces in here, because right now our army, if we have a quick look, we've got a full army right now, apart from some spear militia that are just waiting for some shields to be produced. They mostly have helmets as well, which is great, but they are missing gambesons, and I would like to start producing those. Now, for our gambesons, we are going to need a tailor's workshop and a few other extra bits and pieces as well. So I've earmarked a few things for what we're going to need to do here. The first thing is going to involve setting up a second pack station over here in Eichenhaus, because they are then going to trade. Instead of receiving ale over here, they're going to receive charcoal again. Then we are going to build a second, if I find it, logistics here, a second pack station right here. And that pack station is going to send flax over into Viau, and they are going to send iron ore back. Now, if I have a quick look down here, I do have some additional pack stations. If we have a look here, I can now order a mule for that one, and we are going to have them again barter partner with Eichenhaus. They are going to send iron ore and they are going to receive flax. So they're going to get a lot of flax in return for that. That's set up now, and then over here they are going to start sending charcoal rather than ale and receiving barley. The barley will then be converted into malt, which will then be brewed here, and we can start adding a little bit more into Viau. Next up in Viau, then we are going to go to our farming. We are going to build a sheep farm right there. Then we're also going to build a livestock trading post. Again, we need logistics here. It's not there actually, it is in trade. There we go, a livestock trading post, and that is going to go just on the corner right next to that area there. Once that is done, we are going to need to get a weaver, and our weaver is over here in industry. So we need a weaver's workshop, and we're going to put our weaver's workshop around this area as well, just to that side. So the weaver will be able to take wool and turn it into yarn and weave flax into linen. So we're going to have another weaver's workshop right there, and I'm going to finish it all off with a brand new storehouse. Now, this is going to happen for a couple of reasons. The storehouse over here is full, and we're going to need to just make some adjustments to it. You can see here we are having them accept a load of goods but not certain other ones. This large storehouse up here is also almost full of weapons and stuff, and then our large storehouse over here is getting pretty full too. So maybe we need to start thinking about selling some items, which means our trading post is going to start seeing a little bit more activity. So we want to trade out some stuff here. Let's have a quick look at what we've got going on. Crops, we've got a fair bit of crop going on there. We're not trading anything in, so that's fine. Food, we're looking okay on. We are exporting vegetables still, and that will continue to happen. In terms of our crafting materials, we are exporting hides. I'm going to turn that off. And then iron ore we're looking okay on, but we are going to need that very soon. Iron slab we are still using. Firewood we are still using. We are exporting iron parts, so that is okay. And then our commodities, we're currently importing tools. We don't need to do that anymore, so we're not going to trade that. Shoes we can actually export, so I'm going to export shoes, and I'm going to put my surplus down to about 100. We're going to need to buy that trade route. We do have money to do that, so we've established a trade route where we sell shoes. Now, clothes we don't have any of, and then if we have a look at military, we've got loads of spears, loads of sidearms, which we're going to export as well, so we're going to set that up too. And we're going to have sidearms. We're going to reduce our surplus down to 60, so we can start getting rid of some of that surplus that we currently have, hopefully not selling to the enemy. We're also going to export some spears, so we're going to set that one up too. And we are going to have a surplus again of around about 60 there on the spears. Livestock, we can't do anything right now, so we're going to leave that as it is, but it might be worth us having a look at what we can get to facilitate that a little bit further. Next up, we are going to build our pasture. So the pasture is going to start here. It's going to come down to this area here and then run along there, and that gives us enough pasture space for 65 sheep. Also was hopefully going to frame that area, but it's not going to work that way because we currently have a little bit of an issue going on there. So we'll try and frame it around this way and then come down to here. And that, again, gives us the space we need to create a nice new pasture in that area. And that's going to look really nice once it's complete. I'm quite happy with that one. So we've got the pack station up and running. I think all that's left to do is to jump ahead, let all of this build, and then we can start assigning some production. So I will see you at the end of this little build. All right, so they're now built up and we're looking pretty good there. We're going to just come back out and see what we need to do now. So we've got our storehouse there. I'm going to immediately upgrade that to a large storehouse. Then once that's done, we can get some people to work there. We've got 2 weavers workshop. We've got a livestock trading post. Now, in our trade here, we want to import some sheep. I'm also going to bring in some more mules and maybe some horses. So we are going to import some horses there. We're then going to import some mules and we're going to import some oxen. Now, the thing is, in our sheep farm, we're fine. And on our livestock trading post, we only have stable space for 2, but we do have 4 pasture space. But the pasture space will only let sheep and lambs graze, and the same thing goes here. So we're going to need to have a look at what we do in terms of our livestock trading post. So for our stables here, I'm going to take in 2 horses. I then want to import and have a desired surplus of 30 sheep. And we're going to allow them to start trading in now. Then our sheep farm, we know that we have people who are ready to work there because these burgage plots here have plenty of unassigned people. So we're going to immediately start assigning them and upgrading the burgage plots as well. We are going to expand living spaces and assign the people that are currently living there again to the livestock trading post this time and expand there. And then we're going to do the same with the family that is living here. They are going to work in the weaver's workshop. And this is going to be slow going at this moment in time. But as we get more families moving in, we're going to be able to get more people living in there. This one has 2 in there currently. So we're going to have 1 working in there. And we're going to have another one working in that weaver's workshop too. So we currently have 2 people. That's a full household there. And then over here, we can do the same. 1 in the weaver's workshop and another one working in the weaver's workshop here. So this one is full. This one is almost full. Let's have a look. We've got, again, weavers there ready for work. Got another one to go to work in this one. And that is now reassigned. We will expand the living space, get another family living in there. Once these have all expanded, we'll be in a very good position and getting ready to continue working on this sheep farm. So our livestock trading post is looking good. We're going to get another one working in that. There we go, 3. And 1 more in each one should finish this one off. There we go. That's 1 to work in the livestock trading post and another one here to work in the sheep farm. That is now fully functioning and ready to go. Obviously, the storehouse is one that we're going to need to fill in, but looking pretty good there. If you have a look at the requirements that aren't being met, a lot of it is to do with tavern supply, but many of it, cloaks, clothing, all of that sort of stuff. And it's shoes, clothes, and cloaks that they need. Now, cloaks, we could actually set up something over here in Goldhof because they have a rich wild berry deposit there with plenty of berries. So what we could do is we could have them make dyes immediately at the source here, and then that gives Goldhof a little bit of purpose. Currently, they don't even have a church, I don't think. So we are going to put our dye workshop right here on the corner, and then somebody can get to work in that very soon. And I should be able to build my church here now because I have a fully functioning area where that can happen. So we're going to have the church go right next to the corpse pit, which sounds a little bit weird, but I like to think of that corpse pit as a graveyard, so I don't really see why that's an issue. We'll have the church here, and then I think I've got a forestry area there. So we'll have the road come out there, and then what we'll do is we'll have a forest regrow around that space there. There's a storehouse there. I don't have a forester's hut. Let's have a quick look. So we're going to build our forester's hut down here, right next to the corpse pit. And then once that's done and people are working in it, they're then going to be able to get that stuff done. Our wild berries, they'll be harvested. They'll turn it into dye. We will build a new logistics here and a new pack station. We'll go just over here. And they will then transport those goods down the road over into Zvajau. And in Zvajau, we're going to have yet another pack station built. in this corner here. So try and keep most of my pack stations together just so they're a bit easier to find because they are small buildings. But right here, we currently have no sheep in the pasture space. And I think that might be because I haven't yet placed my order for sheep. Oh, I have. Good. Importing them. We don't want to import oxen right now, so we'll turn that off. We currently have our 2 horses. Now, our horses are immediately going to be sent to the trading post on a permanent livestock assignment. If I just have a quick look, I think those horses might actually need, if I have a quick look, where are my livestock currently? Where have they gone? Are they out somewhere? Have a quick look again at the trading post. Have they now been assigned? Not yet. I do have 2 horses here in the livestock trading post. They appear to have gone. Okay. Let me have a quick look at some of my other areas because I do have stables knocking around. See what's assigned. Yeah, not that one. Let's have a quick look. We'll tab up here and see. That stable, what have you got? Again, not what I'm looking for. Where are my horses? Hello, horses, where are you? Again, nothing that I'm seeing. Maybe I just need to build some more. Yeah, let's do that. Just to be on the safe side, let's put another couple of hitching posts in. We're going to put one here. And we'll put one just on the edge there. Once they're built, we can sort that out. So, our pack station is currently under construction. We'll be able to import some dyes very soon. I think that is nearly done as well. We'll just put that up to the highest priority so we get that sorted as quickly as possible. Now, our hitching posts are both complete. And we'll upgrade them immediately. They don't have any livestock at them already, so something's going on here. I don't know what. We're going to upgrade both of those now. Have another look at my trading post. Yeah, we don't have anything coming in here. So let's just, what we'll do is we'll turn back on the importing of horses. They may have just run away. From all I can tell, they could have just legged it. But that's okay for now. Then, over in Goldhof again, you can see now our dyer's workshop is up and running. So I'm just going to shove 4 people to work in that and get them producing dye as quickly as possible. And if you have a look here, the vegetables are going to hold firm. That's not an issue. But they will be able to start turning dye into berries into dye. And then that dye will be exported over here, where we're going to get another mule. And another one once I finally get it ordered in. In fact, if we go to our livestock trading post here, we should now be able to import an additional mule. So we'll keep that surplus at 4. In fact, if we have a look at the livestock assignments here, we can just add in another couple. There we go. Right, so I've told them that I want 2 permanent livestock assignments for that one, and I want 2 permanent livestock assignments for that one. And over here, I want to make sure I've got 2 in there. So actually what we need is we need 6 mules. So we'll boost that all the way up. We've currently got 3. And we should have some more people working there very soon. So let's have a look at what families we've got who are willing to work. You're a herder. You, I think, don't have a job yet. Oh, you are a pack station worker already. Let's increase the capacity there. I think you are also, you're a trader, so expanding the living spaces there, expanding there. And what have we got here? You're a weaver, but we can hopefully get some more people moving into that soon. Again there, we're going to expand living spaces there, expand there. Yeah, looking good. I think I had a different plan for these guys, but for now, they're doing okay. So over here, these guys are going to have a barter with Goldhof. They are going to send them. Let's have them send firewood, I think might be a good idea. So we'll have them send over some firewood and they will receive. What are they going to receive? They are receiving dyes. So where's the dye here? There's dye. There we go. Right, they'll not get a lot for the firewood, actually, so maybe we should think about that and send something a little bit different this time. I mean, I suppose we could actually send them coal as well, if we have enough production there, or iron ore. I think iron ore is going to be an easy one because Goldhoff pretty much now has infinite supplies of iron ore, so getting iron ore traded in will be a good idea. Has anybody moved into our burgage plots yet, or have they just simply not been expanded? Don't think they've been expanded. I think that's the issue here. We've got a couple of families ready to move into other places. Unassigned there. Off you go to work in the pack station. Good. Right. We currently have one person not working in that one. And I think that one is actually... They are receiving flax. So we do need to get someone working in that one very soon. We can expand that burgage plot. We still don't have people moving into some of them. Have we got anyone else in the new plots here? Nothing as of yet, but there we go. We've got an unassigned worker there, so you can go and work in there. It said invalid assignment for some reason. I think that's because I missed. No, it's because it's that one. There we go. Right, great. Let's have a look at our livestock trading post and see how we're doing there. We have not traded in any more mules yet. They are working on the sheep. I think that's become their priority. So if I can just buy an extra mule there, that gets them put to work. We got 2 assigned there. We've got nothing assigned there yet, but that's about to change, I would imagine, once that livestock arrives. And then we can start trading stuff there. Now, over in Goldhoff, we do have our first pack station there, so one person can get to work in there. We don't actually have any housing spaces for people, so maybe a brand new house would be appropriate. So let us put one in around here. That kind of just goes to the edge there, like that. Reduce in size, so we get 2. There we go. We can expand those and make them vegetable gardens maybe, or something else. But for now, that's looking pretty good. We're going to order them a mule there, and then when we are able to get another one, they can start trading dyes. So let's go and quickly set up a partnership with Svajau. And then we will have them ship off dyes. And they will receive iron ore. Okay, good. So, heading back over to Svajau now. We have a look at the commodities table here. We've got shoes, we've got ale. We don't have cloaks or clothes yet. And that is because we need to upgrade these guys and get them working properly. So the weavers are currently making wool, which is great, but we don't have any linen because we've yet to receive a supply of flax. Now it is coming in, and that will be taken to the weaver's workshop to be turned, as you can see right there, into linen. So we are now producing linen, but we now need tailors, and our tailors are probably going to be down here. The problem is, when we make them tailors, they will stop doing the other stuff that we need them to do. And that other stuff is going to be working in these storehouses. Now, our tailors, I could have 3. And it would have these guys lose their ability to do the other stuff that we need them to do. But that should be okay. We currently don't have any planks at this moment in time, though, which is a little bit worrying, because I do have a saw pit that should be up and running over here. There are 2 people working in it, but nothing currently stored inside. The logging camp also doesn't have any timber, so that is also a little bit of a worry. And I think it's probably time to build our second, although we do have one up here, actually. Nobody is working in it. That is a problem. Now, most of the people here are working in the mine, but because I've got 4 of them just waiting to work, maybe we should just adjust some things. We've got some of these smaller burgage plots. These guys are unassigned. That's one of the things that I haven't done yet. Right, so we had a small burgage plot there. We've assigned them to work in the logging camp. They're immediately getting to work. We'll have them go over to here, do that, and then over here in this forester's hut where we currently have 2 people working, we're just going to have their work area boost up to there, and they can reforest that area. Good. We've then got our joiners who are already working here. We've got 2 people here in this. They are foresters. And then over here, firewood cutters. Over here, more charcoal burners than we can even think about. That's looking pretty good. Right then. So we should now start to see dyes coming in. If I have a quick look over at our crafting materials, there you go. We've got 19 dyes. And then the next step, and probably the final step of today's episode, as we look to get clothing coming through, is to make our tailors' workshops, which is going to require some more people living in the settlement. So we're going to move this all the way across. We want it to stop at around about here, I think. So actually what we'll do is we'll have it curve around here by this pack station, coming out to here, and then kind of finishing off there. Yeah, that works. We'll reduce the sizes because actually that one can be something else, and then it's 3, I think. We need gambesons, which can be made by tailors. We've got cloaks, and we've got clothing, all of which can be made by tailors. So yeah, it's important that we get these filled up pretty quickly. We do have plenty of available living spaces, and it could have been possible for us to actually give these guys the construction stuff that they need, but right now I'm not too fussed about it. So the last things, we're going to just adjust the area there for that logging camp so we can get as much wood as possible, get the saw pit back to work. The foresters are going to switch their work area over to this large space here, and you can see things are starting to look really good. We've got loads of fuel. Crops are really coming in. So flax is now being turned into yarn and linen, which is great. We get a little stockpile of that. Shoes are currently being sold. We've got a nice little bit of regional wealth there. The approval rating is not amazing, but I think actually if we just turn off taxes for now, that should help. We haven't had much time today to check on Iconhow, but as you can see, everything is running pretty smoothly. Their crops are looking good, but we do need to try and push them up to that level 3 burgage plot. And now that they do have a tavern, I think they have a supply of ale coming in, yet from the ale that we've imported back into this city from Zvayau. So I think if we just have a quick look at what is required with some of our level 2 burgage plots, you can see they need fuel and they need clothing. Now that is a little bit of a worry because we do have a tannery here with people working in it, but I think the issue is with our storehouse. So if we have a look at our large storehouse here, you can see they do have plenty of leather, but for some reason our citizens don't seem to be going to grab it. They need linen, leather or yarn. And over here at our markets, you can see common goods stalls don't have anything in them right now, even though they should be able to stock that up. There's 20 leather there, so I don't know why they've not gone and picked all of that up, which is a bit of a shame. But if we have a look at some of our other level 2 burgage plots, you can see this is a regular problem. There's plenty of ale, nothing in military, but loads of leather, which is strange to me. I think that should actually be working, but it isn't. Looking over here, again, no clothing being picked up there. So no leather is being funneled into our settlement, which is a real shame because the market should actually be working pretty nicely. It might well be that that market is too far away. So is it possible for us to then switch the marketplace to this area here or just build a brand new one altogether? So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and just change where my market is going to be. Going into our residential here, having a look. I can't see marketplace. Is it in logistics? Yes, it's in logistics. So if we build, or alternatively what we could do is we've got a large granary there, so food is not an issue. They have lots of food. We also have a large storehouse. Maybe we just don't have enough people working in there, so we'll put more people to work there, and hopefully that will mean everybody will get access. There we go, they already have it. Fuel is a problem, but hopefully that will sort itself out as well. We've got plenty of firewood and charcoal, and we go back out to the outskirts of town here. They don't have access to anything really, which is a real shame. The farmhouse is producing plenty of barley, but of course over here we just need more people to come and move in. So we're going to expand these burgage plots to finish off, get some more people living in there. They are currently working as farmers. These guys are going to end up working as farmers as well. Going back into Zvaya, where hopefully we should now see more dye coming in, plenty of flax and stuff, 28 units of dye, which is great. Linen and yarn looking really strong there. And then over here, we just need people to move in so we can get these plots upgraded and that'll be really, really good. So we currently have 7 available living spaces. Once they're filled, that should be fine, and our approval rating is going up, so that should help us out immensely. Then, right, how are we looking over here? Let's just have a quick look at our military. You can see everybody's full up now. We've got 36 helmets, so every unit has a helmet, and it's about getting those gambesons produced as quickly as possible. Now, gambesons are pretty easy to produce once you've got that production line up and running, but until we get enough people moving in, we're not going to be able to do that. We also need to get them leveled up, and that's going to mean that they need to get these items and all of these things from the market fulfilled. This large storehouse is starting to get plenty of stuff in. For some reason, it is accepting things that I don't want it to accept. That is probably my doing. So I'm just going to have it accepting hide and leather and stuff like that. We'll let them have wool. We'll let them have yarn. And then down here, they'll keep clothing. That's going to be useful. They're not going to take tools, and they're not going to take any military goods. We'll let them have gambesons, and we'll let them have mail armor. Not that I'm ever going to be using mail armor, but that's a decent start. And as the rain falls, I am going to switch to a bit more off-camera work, and when we come back, we will hopefully have these things ready to upgrade with people in them. So I'm going to leave you here in Zwiau, which has had a nice little bit of development. It's starting to get a really nice, solid trading area with other settlements, and I think we've had a pretty good go of it today. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Manor Lords. It's been a bit of a shorter one. I'm trying to get these episodes a bit shorter and have me just focus on little snapshots of things as we expand and move forward with the series. I think we'll probably have this one wrapped up pretty soon because, like I said in a few episodes ago, we've got some new stuff that's come to the game that I've not yet had a chance to look into, including some new maps. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.